Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I figured I would just kind of dive into some old and some new makeup products in my collection, and I was able to create this look right here, and I had so much fun filming the video because, you know, I was able to just go into my collection and just kind of rediscover a few products that I pretty much kind of forgot about, and of course test out some new makeup products as well. So yes, I was able to create this look right here that I'm rocking for you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you guys want to see how I came up with this makeup look right here, then of course let's get started. Alright you guys, so I pretty much already have my eyes primed. I just used the Broadway Eyeshadow Primer, which you guys know I love this eyeshadow primer. So starting off with my eyeshadow look, I did pull out the Color Story Bright Blooms Pressed Pigment Eyeshadow Palette. Love the packaging on this. It definitely screams like spring and summer vibes, and on the back you do have the colors of the shadows back here in case you're wondering. But it's definitely going to be one of those palettes that's outside of my comfort zone. I typically don't play with a lot of colors like this, but I just kind of figured it's different from what I would typically play with, and I'm going to try my best to, you know, use this palette to where the look is different from my traditional looks, but I can't guarantee anything because listen, I like what I like. So just going to take off this plastic off this palette so you guys can get a better look at the palette. So again, it's definitely your bright neon vibrant kind of colors, like your actual colors, and it's nothing that's like neutral. So I just thought it's different. So I like how they have it paired up where you have like your matching colors. So you have like your two blues, you have your two greens, your two purples, your two pinks. I just like how that looks. The only thing is there's not a transition color that I would typically use for me in terms of like for my crease. So I guess diving in, I'll just take this orange color right here. It's called Rare, and just throw that into my crease as my transition color. I'm hoping that these shadows are super pigmented like the other one that I have that I love from them. I'm hoping it's pigmented like that, but let's see. You can see the color payoff a little bit. It's not as vibrant as I would typically like for it to be, but you can see some color payoff. Alright, going back into the palette, I'm just going to take the color called Poppy. It's going to be that really pretty like pinkish kind of color. It's very cute, and I'm just going to take that right into my crease as well. Definitely more pigmented than that first shadow that I used. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, so for my lid color, I'm just going to use the color called Petals. It's going to be that really pretty shimmer pink color right here. Just going to apply it to my lids. I'm going to try it dry and then of course wet if need be. Oh, that's super pigmented. It's really pigmented, however, it's almost like crumbling also when you dip your brush into the shimmer shade. But it's definitely pigmented on its own. All right, going back into that same color from earlier called Rare, I'm just gonna put that back into my crease as well, just to kind of diffuse this line right here so it's not so intense. All right, so going back into the palette, I'm going to take the color called Button. Is going to be this matte purple color right here. And I think I'm just going to push just a little bit into my outer V to give the look some dimension. All right, I'm just going to table the eyes for now. Moving on into the face, I'm just going to take the Hard Candy Sheer NB Hydrating Primer. It's going to be the 12-hour makeup grip primer. And I would definitely say if you're the kind of person who wanted to try, I have some fallout on my face. Yeah, a little bit. If you're the kind of person who wanted to try the, I want to say it was the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. If you have dry skin, definitely get the one by Hard Candy. It gets the job done just like that. However, it's not, because I feel like for that one, for me on dry skin, it just didn't feel very moisturizing or hydrating. But I think this one is going to be a very good substitute if you have dry skin, so get the one by Hard Candy. All right, moving on into foundation, I'm going to use my Uoma Beauty. It's the Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I told you guys, if you watch my first makeup tutorial that I did when I came back on my channel, I told you guys that I purchased this product. However, I used my brush with it and it just kept like drinking up all of my foundation, which was really annoying. And then of course the color was the wrong color for me, so ignore the color. I know it's not the correct color, but I want to try it again using a sponge to just kind of see how it works that way. I do have the color called Brown Sugar T2W. However, I want to say it was either too dark or too orange. I think it was too orange. That's what it was. It was too orange on me, but like always, I am going to make it work. And it's definitely working better with a sponge. So if you are thinking of getting this foundation, do not use a brush, use a sponge, because I promise you, if you use a brush, it's just going to like drink up all of that product and you'll be wasting your time. So definitely use a sponge to get coverage, because I'm definitely getting coverage using the sponge. I just wish it was the correct color. And I used a little guide that they had online, but clearly you can see the line of demarcation that I'm not orange. But we are going to, again, make it work. It smells so good. It smells like perfume. Like, if you don't like fragranted products, you may not like the scent, because it can probably be intense to some people, but it smells so good. So good. I'm trying to drag this down to I'm trying to drag it down to my neck so we don't have that line of demarcation. I love their concealer, by the way. Love the concealer. Definitely a nice full coverage concealer. That color is the perfect color against my skin complexion. Love the concealer. So okay, this looks better with the sponge. definitely, I can still see like my imperfections peeking through, so I wouldn't call it a full coverage foundation. Does it claim to be full coverage? Let's see. So it's medium to full coverage. So it says for medium coverage you use sparsely, for full coverage you use generously, for extreme coverage apply multiple layers. And yeah, so it looks like it's buildable, but I'm just gonna leave it right here because I'm not going anywhere, so I don't want to waste product. This coverage is good enough for me. So it definitely feels lightweight, and I like how my skin looks. Like, it looks like skin. Like, I like that it looks like skin and it feels lightweight. It also feels really hydrating. But again, it reminds me of the ColourPop one where it's a hydrating foundation, but it doesn't look wet. Like, you know, again, how some foundations that claims to be hydrating can look really wet on the skin. It doesn't look wet, but at the same time, I have a nice, healthy glow to my skin, which I really like. I just need to get my correct shade, but we are going to, again, keep this moving. So I do like what I'm seeing thus far. I must say that I do like what I'm seeing thus far. So we are going to keep moving on. I do have my E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer in front of me. I'm just going to mix these two shades together. Let's see. So I'm going to use a shade called Tan Walnut because I told you guys I already had it in my collection. It was the first one that I purchased before they got more shades in store. And I have Deep Olive here with me. Just want to mix the two. I have another shade. I want to say I have another shade that I need to try to see if that one is my perfect shade. Because I am so over mixing products. Like, I am not the kind of girl. Alright, so my camera had overheat on me, but I was saying I have another shade that I need to try out that I actually have in my collection because I don't like mixing products. I mean, I'll do it, but I'm just not like a fan of doing it, if that makes sense. I just rather use my one color and be done with it, but I don't mind sometimes if I have to. So yeah. I like how this is turning out. I wish I can like add like some black in my outer V. I think that would look so good, but that's not a color in the palette. What can I add? Like, I need like a black or something. Maybe I can add like a brown, and that would make it do what I see the potential of the look doing. Let's add, the black is actually called Terra. I'm supposed to be finishing off my face, but now that my base is done in terms of foundation and concealer, I'm just seeing another potential with this look, with the eyes, but I would rather it be a black. Okay. Alright, moving back on into the face. I'm just going to take my Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder just to set under my eyes. And then I do have, you guys should already know the next product. It's going to be the Black Radiance Pressed Powder. Y'all should know that was coming. I told you guys I have just been killing that one right as of right now. There isn't really a pressed powder right now on the market that's really calling my name as far as trying out. I'm not I don't know, I'm not a huge fan in terms of like trying new pressed powders. It's just not something that I'm like, oh, let me go try that pressed powder. Like, no. That's like one thing I rarely ever change out unless I'm like super bored of using the same thing. So I'm pretty sure once I use that enough to where I'm like, okay, I'm over it, then I'll probably change it out. But right now, just know that that's what I'm using. That or my NYX No Filter or my Sephora Micro Smooth. Those three powders are my jam. So just know. Y'all, you know what's so funny? Like I always like film my videos, I get all glammed. Literally, after I'm done filming, I just hop in the shower and just take it all off because by the time I'm done, the kids are pretty much coming home because I took them to school in the morning and their dad, he picks them up. So like on my off days, it's pretty much like when I film my YouTube videos. So I literally, like right now I'm filming, it's already 4:13. They will be home like around between 5:30 and 6. So I literally just film, take a shower, get de-glammed, go into like mom mode and look real basic as hell afterwards. So it's just funny just to kind of get glam for like all of 2.2 seconds, but you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna take my Ulta Beauty contour kit. I'm gonna take the color called Bombshell Bronzer and Goddess Bronzer. Just gonna mix these two shades and use it as my bronzer for today. There is a bronzer from, who is it? I wanna say it's either, I think it's from Catrice. There's a bronzer online. Y'all know online be playing games. Online it looks like it's woman of color friendly, but I don't know. You guys know when I order online, I'm always disappointed when the product come. I'm like, what is this? So I want to try it out, but I don't know. I'm just afraid that it may it might be too light in person. I don't know. I guess I can always take it back to the store if need be, but all right, for blush, I do have the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the color called Berry. Just gonna take that to use as my blush color for today. All right, so moving back into the eyes again, I'm just gonna try to finish off my eyes. Let me try to clean my brush real quickly. All right, so I went ahead and took the color called Poppy and Rare, the same two colors that I use in my crease. I just went ahead and used that in for my bottom lash line, and I think I'm just gonna stop it right there in terms of my bottom lash line. I am going to go ahead, I wish I had like color liners for my actual waterline, but I don't. I only have basic black and brown. I have like some other colors, but nothing that will do what I want for this look. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the brown and just line my waterline. All right, and then for my highlighter, I do have the Makeup Revolution Shook highlight. The Makeup Revolution Shook Highlighting Palette. I'm just gonna take the color called, I'm gonna take this bronzy color right here, just to use it as my highlighter for today's look. It's a real subtle highlighter. So if you like more of those like subtle, not super intense highlighters, this would be the one for you because it's super subtle, like I said. So I think you'll definitely like this kind of highlighter. And then for my inner tear duct, I am going to take the color, I don't want the same color in my inner tear duct or something different. I'm kind of feeling this one right there, but I think that might just be really awkward. So I might just put this as a base down and then just use that same pink color earlier for my inner tear duct is what I'm thinking that I'm gonna do. So let's do that. That color is called First Pick. Just gonna put that down as my base. Alright, so as far as lips is concerned, I do have a new lip product. It's going to be the Black Radiance Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream in the color called Taste Maker, which looks like this. Thought the color was really cute. Definitely still within my comfort zone, I'm hoping, because y'all know sometimes nudes be looking nude in a bottle, but when you swatch it against a woman of color, it looks pink. So I'm just hoping it's actually the color that I think it's going to be. If not, I will pair it with a brown lip liner like always, but let's see. I like the doe foot on it, nice and slim. So let's see. This is actually a pretty color. This is actually like legit my lips but better. It looks like an actual nude. Like, I like this color. And for it to be a matte lip cream, it's not drying at all. I like this. I think I'm still gonna pair it just to kind of give my lips a little dimension, because I kind of feel like with this eye look, because it's so bold, it makes my lip look kind of like flat. But I really like this color a lot. Like, I really like it a lot in terms of just lashes, a nice beat face. I think it'll look really pretty, even like for like everyday wear, like a pop of color. Like, this is pretty, like when you're out with your man, but you know you don't want to have nothing too crazy, because y'all know men hate, you know, makeup. So I think it's really pretty. So I am going to pair it with a lip liner. I have this one called Deeply Intoxicated by Essence. It's going to be their soft contouring lip cream. And no, that's a burgundy. Never mind. Let me get a brown. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm just going to take NYX Espresso and outline just lightly. And I'm going to take the Hard Candy Cashmere Silk. It's going to be their Demi Matte Lip color in the color called Creme Brulee. Just to kind of lighten it up just a little bit. I like this lip combo. I really do. All right, just want to take my Jungle Rock face mist and just set my face, and I think after that we're pretty much going to be done. So let's just spray the face. Alright you guys, this is pretty much going to be the final completed look. I just like how everything turned out. I'm actually looking at my little screen over here, but I just love how everything turned out. I had so much fun playing in a mixture of like old makeup slash new makeup, and I think you guys will pretty much be seeing me kind of like diving back into like my actual collection and just kind of like playing with some old products again, because I love new makeup products, but I have so much makeup that I truly need to just play with what I have. And I know you guys love new makeup products. It pretty much get like the most views in terms of like what you guys like to see, but I really need to actually play with what I have, and I may incorporate like a few new products here and there, but consistently filming new makeup product videos is not realistic for your girl. But I will try my best to kind of incorporate like how I had 1, 2, 3. I have 3 new makeup products in this video, so I don't mind doing that. But a full face, I can't guarantee that all the time. Maybe here and there, but not all the time. So yes, hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look right here. Again, I love how everything turned out, and I had so much fun playing in new and old makeup products. Be sure to give the video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.